Stress is everywhere and it's increasing. In fact, it's now so common that we have taken it for granted. We have accepted it as part of our lives. But the funny thing is that we don't have a common definition of what stress is. And the big question is that if we don't understand something, how can we hope to address it effectively? I want to share 5 key principles of stress with you. The first is that stress isn't all bad. There's actually something called good stress. Eustress it is called. And then of course, there is the bad stress, what we might call distress. The second principle is about the 5 deadly Ds. You will learn more about them, but the important point here is that you are probably not making the connection between the 5 deadly Ds and the stress. The third principle is about the stress spiral, how it starts, how it accelerates, and then how quickly and easily you can find yourself on that slippery slope to despair, to depression, and to illness. Number 4, stress is called a silent killer for good reason. Firstly, it weakens your immunity, and this can lead to illness. Now, this is not just me speaking. There is a whole science, the science of psychoneuroimmunology, PNI, behind this. Please Google it and you will learn more about it. Also, stress can reduce your productivity at work. If you're stressed, you can feel dull, you can feel lifeless, you can feel demotivated, there can be low engagement and high attrition. Perhaps the most important principle is the 5th principle, which is that stress is multidimensional. In fact, you can feel stress at any one of these 5 levels. You can feel physical stress, emotional stress, mental stress, relational stress, and spiritual stress. Equally important is that you have to address your stressors at all these 5 levels. So far we've talked about stress. Now let's talk about health and well-being. The first thing to remember is that health means wholeness. To be healthy is to be whole. The second is that health is not just the absence of disease. We call it arogya, which means no disease. Real health, true health, means swasthya. Swasthya means to be established in yourself, in your true self. That is the bigger definition of well-being. I want to remind you that stress, the silent killer, is not about managing your time better. That's what most people think. It's actually about managing your energy. The second thing to remember is that there are plenty of things that you can do to minimize your stress and to improve your well-being. So please don't take stress for granted. Please don't give it more importance and more power than you need to.